Hello everybody, it's Aaron. Welcome to another episode of Feed the Beast. Just real quickly about the bees. I've been breeding the hell out of them, and I finally got some cultivated ones and some diligent ones and noble ones. I have no idea how I did it. Basically, I've got all the basic bees here, the forest and the meadow, the ones that you find in the world, and I just breed different kinds. So that's the strategy I've been following. I've been trying to just breed different kinds of bees and see what I get. And I ended up with a bunch of common ones. Some of them are hybrids. I mean, that happens. But I try to breed like a meadows hybrid with like a modest hybrid or a forest hybrid or something like that to like try to breed out the inactive traits. And I don't know if that actually does anything, but I don't know. I seem to be doing okay. So before we did parched comb and honeycomb in the centrifuge, I want to do the silky comb and stringy comb, and I thought I had some dripping comb somewhere as well. I do. So I want to run down here and throw each of one of these in just to kind of check it out. And then we're going to get to what we're going to get to. We're definitely running out of lava, so I've made another liquid transposer, and we got to do a couple of ender chests. So we get honey drop and honeydew from the dripping comb. We'll see what we get from stringy comb. This one I think gives us the thing we can make into silk wisp, which is the propolis. I think. I'm pretty sure that's what I remember happening or supposed to happen. So there are two kinds of that. There's the silky and the regular. If you put the silky in here, you can recentrifuge that into silk wisp. And apparently you can recentrifuge this as well. We'll see what we get from that. We get sticky resin, which I'm not going to mess with because that's not an issue for us. So I'm going to let that run, and I'm going to make our ender chests, and I figure put our liquid transposer. I could turn that down in post, but I can't hear myself right now. Unfortunately, I did not see fit to put a valve on this side of the tank. So I think what I'll do is I'll get another piece of tank wall, put it right here, move this valve over here, and that'll be input only. So I wanted to make an orange ender chest or orange set of ender chests for the ones with lava and a white set for the ones without lava, but white is the default, so we're going to use light gray. And I want to see what happens if we dye the wool ahead of time. I'm pretty sure that it'll work like that, but I don't know. No, I don't want to do that because I don't want to have to mess with like making more wool and losing my dye and stuff. So I'm just going to do that like this, and I'll just pop them down and color them here. So we'll do orange on the right for those two, and we'll do light gray on the right for those two. Those are linked, those are linked. So that should make it relatively easy to tell what the hell is what. I've got a magmatic engine to go on each side of the system. And I'm not going to use redstone engines on the pump, even though I have some in my inventory. I think what I'm going to do is just I'm not going to use redstone engines. I think I'm going to use a magmatic engine and conductive pipe, because one magmatic engine should be enough to run the transposer and the pump. And I don't remember, what do these take? They take 4, so I don't know. I'll see how it goes, and if it's not enough, then I will switch to redstone engines, but I'm going to start off with just one. Keep it simple. I got some aluminum cans, and I can throw this back outside. One warning I will give you about bees: the tropical bees will sting you. They give you a poison effect like cave spiders, and the other bees I'm about to show you hurt you as well. I've already made a little structure over here, but I set up some bees and uh-oh, I don't want them to mess everything up. I set up some bees over here. I had to plant some cactus over here. Let's stand so he can't see us. Uh-oh. This is not good. I don't want him to kill everything. Alright. The sinister bees, when they're breeding, if you get close enough to this thing, it'll hurt you and it takes away, like, I don't know, 2 or 3 hearts very quickly. I actually saw them kill a pigman. A pigman wandered over here and it died. So, if you start breeding sinister bees, I imagine the fiend bees are the same. I'm pretty sure I hit that back. The fiendish drones, they're probably the same as the sinister bees. So just watch out. Alright, let's go to a safe place. And we're going to throw down our pump, and I think we're going to put it in the corner. Now let's put it right here just so there's a little bit of room. It's going to take a while for that little arm to get down to lava, so I'm going to put it down first. And I'm going to put the magmatic engine, let's say right there. Yeah, that's fine. I'll put a piece of liquiduct so it goes straight into the magmatic engine, and then I'll run another one out the top for the transposer. And I didn't bring any autarkic gates, so we're going to have to go back and get those. Actually, I'm going to have to put these on the side, so we can run our conductive pipe across the top of it. What do you think? How about we do it like that? Put the transposer right here. We're going to have to run a couple of redstone engines to get this thing going. That just occurred to me because they don't have power as it is. So let me just pop a couple of those guys down. And then once the pump comes, once the pump thing goes down to lava, the lava's going to come out the side into this engine automatically. So that's not going to be a problem. And I want to move that, I want to put that on the ground, I guess. Just like that, and I'll put one ender chest on the left. Maybe. Maybe I'll have to move it out one. I have to leave room for the lava pipe. Maybe I can just put the lava pipe right here. I haven't worked this out in a test world at all. I just decided I need to do this, so I fired up Fraps, and here I am. So alright, so the lava is going to come in the back, and we will feed it empty aluminum cans from the left, and then the filled aluminum cans will go out the right. So we're going to need the orange ender chest on the right, and we're going to need the light gray ender chest on the left, and then it'll just be a wooden pipe right here with an autarkic gate that pulls out of the chest into the transposer. There will be a gate probably right here. I don't know if that'll work. We'll see if I can just keep it running all the time. If it blows up, we'll worry about it later. I was going to put something to say that this engine should only kick on when this thing can store energy. But since there's a million buckets of lava here, that's not a problem. So hopefully that thing's working. We can go ahead and get some things set up on the other side while that's happening. So let's do that. And let me show you how lazy I am. When I come downstairs, if I need to go back up, if I have this book in my hand, this is what I do. Rather than climb the ladder, I just I use the book. Alright, so we're going to need 2 wooden pipes, 2 autarkic gates. Specifically wooden transport pipes. And I thought about running this thing off of that engine, but I really don't want to do that. So I think what I'll do is I'll just pop the one down right here. And it would be on if it had a pipe to send energy to. And I'm going to have to make some more gold conductive pipe. So since that's the case, let's switch this up a little bit. We'll put it right here and just run it straight up. And then I guess I could put it straight on the transposer, but I don't like to do that. I don't know why. Don't really have a reasoning for it. It'll work like that. I just don't want to do it that way. So let's turn that back on. We're going to put our transposer right here. And how about this? We'll put our empty can ender chest on top. And this is another one of those things that we're really not going to have to intervene with, so it doesn't really matter if it's up here. So we'll put that there. We'll throw a target gate on it. Items in inventory, energy pulsar. And then we will run our liquiducts out this side. And I think I can put a valve right there and pull it off. We'll see in a minute. I didn't put one in the middle. If not, I can move it down one. So that ought to be it. We're going to use this one to take it out. So yellow needs to be on the right. We'll turn that one off. We'll turn the back off. The top will be red, so the cells will come in here, they get drained, they go out the top into that ender chest. And then all we're going to have to really do is set up the valve after that. And look at that, our engine's working. And I may have to... I don't know, I may have to set something up for that. We'll see. What am I looking for? Items in inventory, energy pulsar. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna have to make this safer, even safer. I'm just going to put this up for now and we'll worry about it later. Alright, so we are going to need a gate right there, and that's why I brought them. And I don't think it will register, unfortunately, so how about we do this? We'll put this one in front. No, it won't go out the front. I'm going to turn it around. Yeah, that doesn't give us anything good. And I don't have any pipe wire, so that won't work. Could always run it down the front, but that's going to be really ugly. Wonder if you can run this stuff on glass. Nope. Alright. We're switching it around, I suppose. I'm going to put the front I'm not sure if that's going to work like that. That will work. Okay, that's fine. So we'll put our gate right here. I don't think I can run it. Oh. It won't it just won't connect. I know what we can do. I'll just have to put this down in a minute. We'll just go grab a structure pipe. We'll put it on the bottom of this thing, and then we'll tell it to send a redstone pulse, and we'll just run it so that it comes up to this. So it's essentially all set up except for the ender chest and that other thing. So let's go grab the structure pipe, the tank piece, and then hopefully that's all we'll need to do. Structure pipe, iron tank wall, let's see what we're gonna do. I'll pop out this one, put one there, still have all the lava, and then we're gonna trade it for that one and put the valve there. But when we did that, it's not a tank anymore, so we are going to have to move it down a block. I thought that the frame wouldn't accept that, so that's not a big deal. I just had to give it a try. That works. That's not a problem. Okay, let me throw this in my other ender pouch so that it gets filed away somewhere, and we'll go back to the nether and finish this damn thing off. Alright, so structure pipe, gate, can store energy, redstone signal, and then we just run our wire around this way. If I can reach. I'm stuck. Stop it. Shit. Oh, come on. This sucks. Alright, that sucked. It won't run through the pipe. I think I'm gonna lose some of it. That's okay. So it actually should be lit right now, unless I lost my gate off of it, which I can't tell if I did or not. Oh, it can't store any energy. Okay. So let's put some cans in here and see what happens. Now the engine kicks on. Okay, brilliant. Perfect. That's what I wanted to do. And you know these things take a while to warm up, but you know, whatever. So we will put our other ender chest over here. We're going to have to replace this thing. Flip it back around. Put the gate on it. Energy pulsar. Items in inventory. It's reading the inventory of this thing. But it already kicked them into the ender chest, so I may have to move this up a block and I'll just leave the energy pulsar on all the time. Looks like it's working on the other end already. So blue is in. Let's do it this way. We'll see what happens. Oh, I better leave that blue. Yeah, it's working. I think. It's too close. It's too close to this. I'm going to have to move it away a block. See if I have time for that. Oh. Yeah, I have a couple minutes. Alright. Let me grab another piece of pipe and we'll just reset this thing. And we're going to have to do the same thing on the other end as well. But it's working. So I'm pleased. I figure I'll go ahead and do this anyway, even though we're probably going to be moving soon. That's okay. I can just move the ender chest later. So, BC, take 2 of those. Oh, this one doesn't have power. Alright, we'll do gate. And then we'll tell it, can store energy, redstone signal, and there we go. So that should be building up energy. Once it has enough, it ought to kick these out. I'm going to have to move that over a block, of course, like we just talked about. So I'll tell you what, I'll just move it down a block. That's fine with me. And that one is the orange one, right? Wait, that redstone signal may or may not interfere. We'll see momentarily. And that reminds me, I need to disable that. Wasn't I just talking about that in an episode or 2 ago? Alright. Items in inventory, energy pulsar. We put it in there. That means yes. We should see it go up, not a problem. This one's all set, so now we just need to make our nether one happen. Been doing that a lot lately. Alright, so I guess what I'll do is I'll just put this one right here. And look, we already have aluminum cans waiting. They're going to go through, they're going to get filled up. That engine's not running all the time. And I may end up putting a gold pipe right here to speed the process up a little bit. But it seems to be pretty quick. And it should basically just be like a steady stream of cans. They do build up a little over here. Maybe because I need to disable the redstone signal. Oh yes, that's much faster. Look at that go. That's beautiful. I just teleported 7 feet with a link book. So we should see this guy filling up. It is. I don't remember what we had at the beginning of the episode, but it is probably, what was it, like 210? I don't remember. I'm going to have to go back and look. But it actually fills this thing relatively quickly. So I don't think the lava will be a problem anymore. What'll happen is when the tank fills up, this guy won't be able to drain it all. It'll fill up and it'll just stop the whole thing, and this engine won't run continuously, and the one on the other end won't run continuously. So that's not going to be a problem. Nothing's going to blow up. We're not going to lose any pipe or any machines or anything like that. So I know that a lot of people have already done that. And I think I probably saw it, like, I don't know, a long time ago, probably before the 1.4.6 update. But as I don't have tank carts and mistcraft portals, this is the best way to get lava from the nether to here. And I probably should have just set this up to begin with, but there was so much downstairs that I kind of got sidetracked. So there we have lava again. Now we can run our engines. Let's do a cultivated princess with a diligent drone. Another thing about the beealizer, if you can't figure things about your bees, this one says diligent drone. If we put it in here, well, it's all diligent, so that's good. But some of the other hybrids, if you put them in here, see, that's a cultivated with a tropical hybrid. So you may not want to use that with like a tropical princess, because it might get like this recessive and the other dominant, and I don't know. I just don't like to do that. If I'm breeding something inactive and say the princess has that same thing active, I don't like to do that. I also found out that you can put them on this other thing and it'll tell you about the environment, you know, whether they're nocturnal or whatever, and then what it'll produce. And then this thing is pretty cool. If I breed this thing with a sinister bee, then I get a sinister drone or princess. If I breed it with a noble bee, or is that a common? No, that's a common. I think it's a common bee. I don't know. It kind of tells you the same thing in the apiary chest to a point, but you actually have to breed a bunch to discover what makes what, and then you can pull up your little chart and see what mutations are possible. So beekeeping is a full-time job. You could literally just do beekeeping and nothing else, and that would take up all your time. So now we've got our power again. I can focus on the bees, and I'm going to work on getting an upgraded miner's backpack and stuff, because that's what I really want. So as always, questions, comments, suggestions, leave them down below. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.